Day, gorgeously summery.
Yeah.
Last night, the roads flooded.
It's been a really crazy weekend, actually, because I was chatting to Andy Peters, who was saying, you warned of thunderstorms. Where I am, it's lovely. But then in Gloucestershire, there was torrential rain and a tornado on Saturday. Then yesterday in Luton, and that's the area where we saw the colossal amounts of rainfall. So this mass was a huge amount of rain. So 2 months' worth of rainfall in just one day. So it's impossible for the drain network to cope with that. So the first thing that happens is that streets and roads will be flooded, but then slowly it will start to fade away. But let me show you the radar sequence from yesterday and how much rainfall we had. It wasn't just across the Luton area, Leighton Buzzard. Large parts of the UK had very heavy rainfall. This whole band of rain moved up from the south. The south holds much more moisture, and it was this huge amount of rainfall with this next spell just moving in to the exact same areas. This is our weather warning at the moment, yellow across most of England and Wales. And actually, the Met Office have an amber warning in force that is very likely to be updated and changed later on this morning. The focus will be Oxfordshire, London, into the home counties, the M4. We're looking at another 120 millimetres of rain on top of what has already fallen. So the advice from the Environment Agency, there are 13 flood warnings, 69 flood alerts. These are going to continue to rise as we head through the day as the river levels respond. If you're at risk of flooding, it's to make sure you move everything upstairs if you can, and if it is safe to do so, turn off your gas and electricity in the areas where we have our flood warnings. And yes, there is more rain to come today in areas that just don't need it. This is the latest radar showing our heavy rain in the home counties along the M4 corridor. It's this area we're likely to see our amber warning being issued from the Met Office later on today, but everybody in England and Wales covered by this yellow warning area. And it's a lot of rain.
And I know you'll know the answer because you know everything.
OK.
How come, if it was the equinox just at the weekend,
yes,
equal daylight, I can't see how that works.
OK, so there's equilux and equinox. So Sunday was the equinox. It's Latin directly above the equator.
Right.
But because the sun is a disk, it's actually the moment of sunrise that we class it as. But in a few days' time, on Wednesday, that is the equilux. So you have equal light. So 12 hours a day and 12 hours at night. We have a few days to get there because the sun is a disk.
The equilux.
Equilux.
I knew
Wednesday.
You'd know. Thank you.
Laura, thank you so much.
It really was quite a weekend of weather. Some areas had gorgeous warmth and sunshine, others torrential rain, reports of tornadoes on Saturday and Sunday, and there was flooding for some towns and houses. Now, this is what happened in the last 24 hours. Our radar sequence shows a band of rain moving northwards, and we can see yet more rain heading into southern areas as a breather. Scotland and Northern Ireland here, it's largely fine and dry. So let's see how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. So our outlook across the north of the UK, first of all, Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, looking at our temperatures compared to average, and it's cool. That's the theme for the week. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north. Today is largely dry, well away from the heavy rain and the risk of flooding, but the rest of the working week looks unsettled with spells of rain and showers moving through. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Last week, it was mild. This week, noticeably cooler. Temperatures around average and then turning cooler as we head into the weekend. So, percentage chance of rainfall remains high for most of us for the majority of the week. Heavy warning for heavy rainfall today. More rainfall to come in the week, but this weekend, cooler and drier. Good morning to you. After a weekend of torrential rain and thunderstorms for some, with tornadoes and localised flooding, the radar sequence shows the rain that moved northwards yesterday. Parts of Luton were flooded, Dunstable, that's where we saw reports of a tornado, and there is more rain moving in now. We have a new warning from the Met Office, yellow across most of England and Wales, amber for this area through the southern Midlands, west of London along the M4 towards Bristol, up to 120 millimetres of rain, so potentially seeing double our month's worth of rainfall again in just 24 hours. So heavy rain at the moment through central southern areas of England. This whole band of rain moves its way northwards. Heavy rain for England and Wales, the risk of localised flooding. Don't drive or walk through flood waters. Further north for Scotland and Northern Ireland, drier and brighter, but feeling cooler.